Hello everyone and welcome to a video. I was going to say another video, but it's been quite a while since the last one. This isn't going to be a video saying, oh, sorry for not uploading and stuff like that. The reason why I haven't been uploading is because, as you could tell probably by looking at the previous videos on the channel, Fatal Knockout, my most recent board game, went live on Kickstarter around March 7th, I believe, something like that. And from them, it's just been incredibly hectic in terms of development of the game, doing balancing and that sort of thing, sorting stuff out with manufacturing, because it's also a physical product. So it's not like a video game where as soon as you finish making it, you can just sort of like release it. I know it's a bit more complicated than that, but yeah, with board games, it's kind of like you spend a year developing it, and then you spend a year waiting until you can actually give it to people, rather than actually working on it, because you can't work on it because it's going through print and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, been incredibly busy with that, so it's not really a sorry for making videos, it's just more like this is why. I will say in the future as well, this channel is never really going to be consistent in terms of uploads because, I mean, unless I get someone to like edit videos or make videos or whatever, just because whenever something else requires my attention, I'd have to do that instead. So I'm actually producing the games which I make. So yeah, well, in between Fatal Knockout on the next game, which is going to be coming out, which I'm not going to talk about at the moment because, first of all, that isn't concrete, what the next game is going to be. We have a few games in the works at Crab Studios at the moment. But in between that and now, there's going to be videos, back to normal, kind of just about the video game industry, the board game industry. If you have any questions about either, like how to get in them, what it's like, what do you do, then make sure to let me know in the comments and I can make a video on them. But yeah, it might chuck in a few more day in the lives, advice on how to get into either industry, what to do, how to get started, that kind of thing. Because I've said it before in a few of my blog posts on my website. It's the most difficult thing is knowing how to get started and then having sort of the guts to get started, if that makes sense. Because the thing is with both industries, definitely more so the video game industry, there's going to be a lot of failure going around. You're going to fail a lot before you get to where you want to be. So people are often scared about that prospect. But yeah, we could do videos on that for sure. I'm going to make some more sort of generic videos about sort of a game designer's opinion on certain games and maybe like a group of games, like a genre, like, I don't know, something generic like board game designers, top 5 board games for getting people into into playing board games, like gateway games, that sort of thing. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so there's going to be more development vlogs as well. The way the company's gone at the moment, so just a quick update on the company itself. Recently acquired an investor. His name's Tim. He is a long-time friend. We've known each other since we were like 9, and he's got very complementary skills to mine and very different skills. And it only took until now for me to realize, oh, this would actually be an incredible idea to get him on board into the company. Because up until now, it's been pretty much just me and freelancers. So, yeah, that's really nice. But what that means as well is we are now chucking more money into the company, chucking a lot more time into it. So we want to keep our cards a bit close to our chest in terms of what's being worked on, how long it's going to take, and also sort of the presentation of how games are right at the beginning of development. Previously, I just for people getting used to how playtesting works and how early versions of games works, I wasn't too bothered about showing like a very, very raw version of a game. Like if you look back at the first development vlog of FKO, it looks crazy bad. But yeah, we want to be a bit more cautious on that. What we're going to do is we're going to record development logs ahead of time and then release them like weekly leading up to a launch of a Kickstarter. So instead of it being like over like, I think for the Fatal Knockout development log playlist goes over like 11 months, it'll be more like a few weeks, but like all that content will come out in like a few weeks time rather than spread across 11 months, if that makes sense. So recording it as we're doing it, uploading it later. It's still really interesting. I like watching back some of those things and seeing what I was talking about, seeing what my ideas were, seeing how games used to look, because I've been staring at Fatal Knockout. I've been working on it now for a year and a half, something like that, so it's difficult to remember what it used to be like, which is a bit crazy. So yeah, and you might notice as well that the channel has changed, the name changed from Now Crabtree Game Design to Now Crabtree Crab Studios. That's because I do have a Crab Studios channel, but I'd rather just merge everything into one because what I'm going to try and do with, unless it's like a trailer or like a very specific video about a game which I'm working on, I'm going to try and relate every video which I'm doing about any game which I'm making back to the games industry and lessons that you can learn and game design and stuff like that. So it just makes sense it's all sort of in one go. In terms of other updates, I'm doing really well at Team 17. Just approached 6 months employment there. As you can see, Team 17 plaques up there. That's all the games which have released since I've been employed there. Everything apart from the Holy Hand Grenade. Oh, sorry for that notification. That is a notification. That is for me, not for you. So yeah, so apart from the Holy Hand Grenade, which was like an anniversary for Worms or something like that, all the games that have been released since I've joined, which is pretty cool. Working on some pretty interesting projects. Can't talk about anything else other than that. And I'm excited for the future, definitely. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be cool to see, like, I'm going to have to talk to different people at the company, but, like, how much I can talk about different games and their development once they're released. It'd be cool to do, like, a little, like, mini retrospective. But I will say that definitely every video which I make regarding Team 17 will be watched by Team 17, and if it's allowed to go up, then any like notes will be provided and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Just want to try and keep this as short of a video as possible. So yeah, expect more videos to come. Not going to say when they'll come out, but they will be coming more frequently than once every 3 months. So yeah, there we go. One more thing. If you're still interested in getting Fatal Knockout but you didn't get it during the Kickstarter, then there is a link to the pre-order store in the description. Those will be dispatched at the same time as the copies from people who backed out on Kickstarter, which is slated for March 2024. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.